Hey there, my fellow fellows. Yeah, Catcher can't be here right now. He's waiting for someone to stop by. But guess what we're talking about today? That's right, you guessed it. Undertale. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say murder drones, didn't you? Well, guess what? I have ideas outside of murder drones. I know, pretty shocking given my recent upload schedule. But we're not actually talking about the base Undertale, but we will be talking about that soon. And a special little flower. I think you know who I'm talking about. But right now, that don't matter. Today, we're talking about Undertale AUs. Yeah! If you don't know what that is, it's basically like an alternate universe where things went differently. Like, for instance, Underfell is just Undertale, but edgy, from what I know. But hey, maybe I'll learn something new in this video. But yeah, that's basically what it is. So yeah, we're gonna look over a few of my personal favorites and some other really popular ones. So see ya. Now let's start with underswap, but better, storyshift. Oh, by the way, we're gonna be discussing Scien specifically in this video. If you couldn't get that from the title and thumbnail, but yeah, storyshift I feel is an improvement over underswap for one particular reason. They still keep their original characters. Like, I haven't looked too deeply into underswap. I might in this video, but to my knowledge, it's literally just like brain swap. Like, they have the same roles, same positions, and same characters. But in this one, they have the same roles, same positions, but different characters. You know, like, they have the same characters they did before they got swapped. Like, for instance, our subject for today, Sans, is in the same position as King Asgore was in base game, but he still has that classic Sans pun making personality. Yeah. So yeah, let's jump into that. So he has pretty similar start to Asgore. They got trapped underground. Sans concocts the plan and used the 7 souls to break out of the barrier. But instead of it being Toriel this time, it's Papyrus who leaves him. And don't get any weird thoughts in your head, because they happen to be brothers replacing Asgore and Toriel. Don't get weird thoughts in your head. I can already think of all the... no, I can't be thinking these things so early into the video. What am I doing? Anyways, yeah. But he basically just takes the role of Asgore, but with that same Sans personality. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw a comic dub of Undershift. No, not Undershift. Storyshift, where where like he takes off like the crown and like cloak stuff, and just because like it's just too heavy. Like it's just like, nah, this stuff feels heavy on me. I'm just gonna take it off. True goated king right there. Anyways, yeah, I actually can't think of much about this. I think it's just an interesting concept to me. But anyways, let's move on to its less preferred brother, Underswap. So yeah, I've looked over the wiki, and from what I've seen since, and Underswap is literally just Papyrus. I might make a video analyzing Papyrus someday, but not today. So if you want to know about Underswap Sans, just look at that video when it comes out and just think swap Sans instead of Papyrus. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's move on to something else. Alright, just so you know, I'm sourcing all these descriptions from the wiki, and let me just go over some of the aliases. These just say so much about some of the other characters. Ink Sans refers to him as Little Meow Meow, while Papyrus refers to him as Lazy A, useless, and weak. Yeah, from what I've seen, underfell Papyrus is not the best guy to be around. He kinda sucks. Oh yeah, and in this universe, instead of selling hot dogs, he sells chimichangas. Just thought I'd mention that. So, I don't know why, but for some reason, Sans was about to get, like, severely injured or potentially killed by this universe's version of Asgore, which Papyrus stopped. So, Asgore gave Papyrus a position in the Royal Guard, something that he always wanted in the main game, and he was also about to get severely injured, but then Sans came in and nearly kills Asgore, which Papyrus quickly stops. But in terms of personality, he's pretty similar to classic Sans, just edgier. But yeah, apparently in the Underfell pacifist route, it takes till the Judgment Hall section. You remember that one from the main game? Where to make Sans not want to kill the human. So yeah, also at the end of the genocide route, we see Sans reluctant to fight Frisk, and actually thanking Frisk for believing the motto "kill or be killed." Remember that one, Flowey fans? And yeah, you do eventually fight him, and eventually he comes to terms and accepts his imminent death. Yeah, quite the. This is quite the AU now, isn't it? I feel like I missed a few things in this segment, but if I did, just fill them in the comments for me, and yeah, I'll make sure to either heart that comment or heart it and reply to it. So yeah. Anyways, moving on to whoever we have next. So next up we have Aftertale Sans for Geno. Oh boy, this one's bringing back some flashbacks to a few weeks ago. Ugh, dark times. Anyways, let's get into this one. So, it's basically Geno it's basically Sans after a genocide route, but he used some determination from Alpha's lab. Look, I'm not gonna explain what determination is, okay? If you've played Undertale, you know what it is. Well, as long as you've done true pacifists like myself, but moving on. So, yeah, he does this in an attempt to, like, gain some sort of control over the timeline so he's not stuck on a save screen with Frisk. God, stuck on a save screen with genocide Frisk must be hell. Oh yeah, he also wants to end the universe to stop Papyrus' countless deaths and watching his brother die over and over and over. Well, this took a dark turn quickly. But yeah, he even reached out to other AUs to help with it. And if they refuse, he wipes their mind. But yeah, eventually he stops doing that so they can keep remembering the constant deaths and possibly agree to help him. Finally, for today's upload, we have Ink Sans. Now, let me clear up a misconception that I think it still exists. I don't know if it does. I haven't been in the AU fandom long enough to know, but he's not the creator of the AUs. He's their guardian, not their creator. Although he does have the power to create. He left his universe, I think, from the destruction of his soul, and some other paintbrush fell into the void, and now he can create things using paint. Very cool. But, yeah, every time that those colors would fade away from the paintbrush, he would go back to an emotionless state. So eventually he decided to capture him in a vial, and eventually, with those creations, with all that paint, created what's known as the Doodle Sphere. And after a while, he discovers the true purpose of the paint. It's all of these creations. It's your Undertale fan art. That one poster I made for the Lazy Bones show that I may or may not use in this video. It's the AUs, the OCs, it's everything that's been used to create all this Undertale media outside of the original game. It's honestly beautiful. I love that idea. It's awesome. And so, he deducts that in order to keep the emotions from his paint running, he has to be the muse for all other creators so they don't stop creating. Seriously, this is beautiful. And trying to protect against those who want to harm them in that way. For instance, some dumb fandom interpretations. Like, for instance, pretty sure people, interpret blue, swap Sans very wrongly. But, yeah. Honestly, this AU, I didn't think much of this version of Sans at first, but after looking into its story and lore, I think this is actually my favorite one. At first that was storyshift Sans, but no, Ink is way better. Seriously, I love the concept that he's fueled by everyone's creativity and their creations. And to keep feeling that sense of happiness and emotion in general, he encourages us to keep creating. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, before I go into full geek out mode, Sans wants another episode of Lazy Bone Show to air, so let's give him what he wants. Come on, bring him on stage. Yeah, wouldn't be a Sans video without Sans, eh? By the way, Leon, I love that little monologue you gave the end there about Ink Sans. He really is cool. Yeah, he's awesome. Anyways, today, speaking of Ink Sans, we actually have him on today, so bring him up, folks! Hey there, it's nice to be here. How's the Doodle Sphere been working recently? It's been doing well, people still creating as usual, and me trying my best to protect against like death and all that other garbage. But yeah, it's been going quite well. Well, glad to hear, buddy. Yeah, so yeah, as Leon said, and like I totally agree with what he said. I love the idea of you like encouraging others to create so you could feel a sense of emotion. Like that's just cool. Yeah. Why? Thank you, but yeah, couldn't have that feeling without all of you. So all of you keep taking Undertale and keep creating. Like, doesn't matter if you think it's dumb or weird. Some of them are weird, but yeah, unless it's like objectively weird, and like nobody would like something like that, just keep on creating. All right. Not only does it help me, helps this whole community keep thriving. Like, the creation is what drives communities. Like, do you seriously think some community, like, do you seriously think, like, let's take, for instance, the Minecraft community. You'd think that would be so big if things like Hypixel didn't exist. Come on, of course it wouldn't. So, I just want you all to remember that you just gotta keep creating. For my sake, and for the Undertale community's sake. Just, whatever you're working on, you got this. Oh, what a heartfelt speech from our friend here. Well, give him a big round of applause. Come on, what are you waiting for? Come on, yeah! Anyways, it was nice having you on here. Is there anything else you want to say? Nah, I just wanted to encourage people to keep creating. Well, it was nice to have you on here, so, see ya. See ya, Sans. Keep on creating, guys. Well, that was definitely a very nice episode, and, well, guess I'll be seeing you all next time. Goodbye.